Hi everyone, we're back at the piano and I'm going to play for you and show you one of my favorite pieces in the RCM, book 5, maybe one of my favorite pieces in all these books. It's by Tom Gerou, it's called You and I, and it's in the book 5, level 5 celebration series. And I just love how reflective this piece is. So here we go. It says very slow and hesitant with rubato. So this is kind of like a sort of jazzy piece, but much more reflective. All right, let's look through this piece a little bit. It can be a little tricky because of all the rubato, right? So you might feel it a little bit differently and have different ideas, and that's okay. Just try to make things, record yourself, listen to it, make sure it makes sense. He writes hesitant, right? There's a lot of fermatas in this piece. Sometimes it says to slow down. Sometimes before a fermata, sometimes not. And there's places where I think you can slow down where he didn't say. So he just wrote with rubato and hesitant. So I love in this hesitant feel, what happens is you linger on the sound a little bit. It makes sense to take a little bit of time before the fermata. That's, let's say it's part of the rubato. Instead of fermata and then back to tempo. This should be very free. It's a very free piece. So you have that. Same thing here, a little bit. Maybe don't do a huge ritenuto when he didn't write it. Now we have a mezzo forte. Here he writes ritenuto. Fermata, crescendo here to mezzo forte. I think in this piece it makes sense to slow down before just about every fermata, at least a little. Don't be excessive, but now it's free, right? So you can either go to or you could go something like that. Or, I had a student who did this and I loved it. make sure that the first left hand is active, and then it's passive. So if you can get that, that'll really bring it to another level. Active left hand. Sorry, let me try again. And then passive. Missing a little bit of pedal there. Now all of a sudden mezzo forte. So come back with a bit of spontaneity, you know? Take us by surprise in a nice way. I love these harmonies. So beautiful. Here's where I like to slow down. I would slow down there. He doesn't say it. That's bar 16. Another fermata. Here he says to slow down. So you can do a bit more. Now a tempo, mezzo piano crescendo to mezzo forte. That crescendo helps you phrase. Otherwise you have... You want to connect everything. And then we start this thing again. So we could barely hear that melody. Now again, mezzo forte, a little bit spontaneous. Passive. That sounds very folk song like. Sounds American actually. And our very last phrase with a swell and ritenuto. Keep listening. So practice in this piece lingering a little bit. You linger by listening. It's like you keep listening to the harmony on the fermata. Let's take an example. The most important thing is how you listen to it. Because when you listen to the sound, you're present with it. And that changes that changes everything. It changes the way the listener experiences you playing this. So maybe that's not the best spot where we would slow down here. Let's take one near the beginning here. And you keep listening. And you'll see that the more you listen to the chord on the fermata, the longer it becomes, because it takes time to hear. And when you hear, if you're like me, you go into some kind of trance as well, just to hear the sound. So you get a little lost, and that's nice in this piece. We like that feeling of freedom, almost, excessive freedom, where you feel a little, maybe not lost, but unsure, hesitant, as he says. So there we go, Tom Gerou. This is also by Piece by Piece, Book 2. That's Tom Gerou. So they put this one in the RCM Celebration Series, Book 5, and I really like it. I would like to check out more of his music, actually. Because it's awesome. So there you have it. Tom Gerou, you and I. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for our live videos, which are usually Friday Eastern Time at noon. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. And that's it. Happy practicing. Peace out. See you in the next one.